Hi, welcome to another video. This is completely unscripted, unplanned, and it's just me talking. I watched a good friend of mine who lives over in Norway. His name is Björn Andreas Hansen, and he's got a YouTube channel called Björn Talks. And every now and again he would do a live stream, and not all of the time I don't get notifications, but I just saw this one briefly pop up and I joined the live stream after, I don't know, I think there was about 20 people in the chat at the time. So me and Björn had a few chats and a few Q&As done during the live stream, and that led me to watch another video that he done recently, a live stream. It's about him passing 100,000 views on this separate channel other than his main one. And there's a few things that he brought up in that video which I thought I would share with you. Now, he's probably fully aware of what is going on around the world, how it has come to be what it actually is right now, and possibly the projected way the world is going in the near and distant future. And it really does make me think about a few things. And he really summed it up simply. And he said, there is one way we could stop all of this madness which is going on. And do you know what that was? Everyone throws away their smartphones. Can you imagine that? I think he raises a very, very good point. Because think about the times that we were living in before we had these smartphones. Yes, we had the old 2G phones, which I still use today, the Nokia 3210, not the Nokia 3310, the 3210, the good one, okay? I still use it. You get a SIM only contract, you put your SIM in there and it works absolutely fine. You can make voice calls. Texting is a bit different with all of the number buttons, etc. But when you consider what a massive difference that could actually make if the overwhelming majority of the global population just threw away their smartphones. Can you imagine it? It would be a revelation. And when you think about that, how do you think they will be able to control any situation? Because, you know, the amount of information and data gathering which they're getting from all of our smartphone devices, which is absolutely aiding the AI run via quantum computing from Google. It would literally throw the biggest spanner in their machine, and everything that we are seeing, which we could be seeing, will stop. I fundamentally accept that his idea would work. I really do. But the reality is, how many of us have a smartphone? I would say 80 to 90% of everyone watching this video has one. And yes, there's going to be a few people in the comment section underneath saying, I do not have a smartphone. Great. If you are being true and that is a genuine reply and you're not just saying it to gain whatever, then that's fantastic. It's something I've been pondering for some time, but the differences it would make to my life would be huge. It would be huge. Trying to make a living on YouTube is a very time-consuming, arduous, annoying way to make a living. I'm almost at the end of having my website completed, and that is going to be launched real soon. And I know it's been so long in coming. There's a number of reasons why this has happened. Most, I would say 75% of the time it's taken to get this website up and running was purely focused at encrypted private chat platform, which members can pay £5 a month or whatever to go in, knowing full well that their conversations and information sharing will be highly secret. Unfortunately, we've had to pull the whole thing. Everything is just stopped on that front. It's just way too risky in light of what's happened to me personally recently, which I can't talk about, and the implications of certain people infiltrating that with alternative motives. So to be on the safe side, we've cancelled the whole thing. It's not going to happen, but nonetheless, my website is going to happen, and it's going to happen without it. I'm hoping that it will be a success, and I'm hoping it will ensure that I can make a living from that, and YouTube would be a secondary income. Now, this is a really, really massive step for me, because the success of this channel has gone crazy since I stopped, or I was sacked, as it were, from my job. And I had two choices: either to be a postman on minimum wage, or to make a serious go at a YouTube channel, and it's worked great. A few things happened. I got shadow banned, and it's led to all sorts of problems with my YouTube channel recently. The views have gone way down, the subscribers have gone down. Hardly anyone is getting any notifications from the videos that I'm doing, despite my best efforts to continually try to remind people to make sure that their bell notification is set to all notifications. It's just not enough money coming in from YouTube to sustain us. It really isn't, and it's looking quite worrying. So the only way that I can make a living now is to focus 100% of my time creating content for my website, which hopefully will earn us an income to survive out here. The problem is, the more time I spend on doing that, the less time I have on YouTube, and we're going to be getting even less and less money on YouTube. So we are literally standing across a river with one foot on the stone, stretching as far as we can, hoping to make that next stone. And I've not put my foot on that next stone yet. But when I do, it's going to be a big thing. And it's the unknown, it's the uncertainty, it's a risk, it's a gamble. But do you know what? Life is very short, and life teaches us all sorts of things. And at the end of the day, we're just passing through. We're just here for a short period of time. And in my experience, if you don't take chances, you don't take risks, you don't take gambles, you don't evolve, you don't learn, and you don't grow, and you don't get to where you probably need to be getting to. So yes, it's going to be a struggle financially, because like I said, whatever's happened on YouTube, I have had a visit, which I can't talk about, and other things. I got a strike on a video that I'd done covering the riots in Paris. So those three things have absolutely just shattered this channel. I don't even know how many people are going to be watching this. There was a time recently where my videos were getting 150,000 views, 220,000 views, that's great. But when you start getting 5,000 views, 9,000 views, it is simply not enough to survive on. Even if I'd done 10 videos a day and they got 5,000 views each, it's nowhere near enough. It really isn't. So the live streams have been helping. They really have helped. There's so many kind, generous people out there who are in financial positions to donate, which is absolutely saving us. If that was to stop or dry up, I don't know what we would do. It's that close to the line. And I do get some negative comments, and it's always going to be the same. If you're somewhat successful, you're always going to have negative people. You're going to have people knocking you, people slagging you off, people say, I'm begging for money, all of this stuff. But what that does is that just boils down to jealousy. If they could do something like that and have some degree of success, which I've had, they'll probably do the same. And there is a lot of jealousy out there, and a lot of trolls, etc., a lot of negativity, and there's always people trying to pull you down. But guess what? Newsflash, anyone who has ever been successful, every single one of those people have had the same thing, okay? It is what it is. It sort of goes with the job, as it were. So personally, how I think I've evolved since the first time I've made a YouTube video to where I am now, to be invited to head the prepping section at the Bushcraft Show is a massive thing. I'm going to be going there this Friday. The show starts, I think, midday on Saturday, and it runs until 6 p.m. on the Monday. They're expected to have around 10,000 people go there. So not only am I going to be doing free demonstrations and a little bit of Q&A, I've got friends of me in the prepping community who are going to be doing their own little 30-minute, 45-minute demonstration, production, or whatever it is. It's all free. They begged me to charge people to go and see what I'm doing there. And I said, no, I need to do it for free. Despite me having very, very little money, I've still got to pay to drive all of the way there and all the way back. That's a massive cost in fuel. I've still got to buy all of the food, etc., and all of the rest of it. So yes, it is how I am, and I do find it hard to ask for help. I really do, and I don't like doing it, but it's just the situation that we're in. Like I said, I'm at that stepping stone from going to the website, and once that starts to work and projected incomes, and hopefully I really hope and pray that it gains success and earns us a suitable income to survive on out here, because everything, especially out here, is very expensive. Everything is so far apart, so the cost of fuel is insane, even though it's come down lately. There's just nothing out here, and you've got to travel a long time. I mean, just to get to the nearest supermarket, which is probably a third of the size of average supermarkets down South England, you know, that is like a 20+ mile round trip just to go there, and that is just one place. If you want to go to better places, it's further afield. But nonetheless, this is the decision I've made to come out here. And if you was to ask me a few years that I'll be doing this, I would have said no. But I made my best efforts. I made it happen. I'm here, and it's an awesome life, but it's a very hard life. Okay, it's not what people think. There is so much to do all the time out here because no one does it for me. I have to do it all myself. So first of all, I'm a father. I have a partner. We're trying to sort of raise him in the way we see fit. We have to manage our lives out here in the middle of nowhere, and I'm trying to earn a living on YouTube, and I'm trying to set up and run a website all at the same time, as well as trying to reply to all of your emails, messages, texts, questions, etc. It's insane. It really is, and I do feel that every now and again I need to just stop and have a rest. But the way the financial situation is with YouTube, I can't afford to take my foot off the gas, and I need to do something to get views to earn money. And like I said, for some reason, everything's just gone crazy. And another thing which Björn said, which I forgot to mention, which is quite poignant, he said the second he turned his outlook on his YouTube channel into something positive, so positive responses to problems, solutions to problems, for some reason it feels like every single person who is subscribed to a channel which does this, 90% of all of the notifications on all of those subscribers gets turned off. So it does seem that the media, and indeed YouTube, for social commentators and preppers like myself, the second you start talking about positive things, they just cut your tongue out. You can't have a voice. No one will watch your videos because no one will know about them. And it's a very, very strange predicament to be in. So I'm going to try and go within, look into intuition, and come up with some plan as to navigate through this crazy time. I feel like I'm on a boat on high seas and it's just going everywhere. I can't really control it, but on the horizon I can see this light, and before that light is calmer waters, and I'm doing everything I can to steer towards that, where I know things are going to calm down, things will come good. I just have to ride this time. You've heard the sayings that life is a journey, and it's not about the end goal, it's about the journey of how you get there. So when you are faced with really hard, challenging times, most of it unexpected, it's how you deal with it whilst the bad stuff is happening, which is important. They're the times that you need to look back on, reflect, and try and understand how can you travel the next hardship in a better, more controlled, comfortable fashion. And that feels like that's where I am now. Anyway, it was a completely unscripted video. I suddenly felt the urge to say this. Whether anyone watches it, I really don't know. Furthermore, some people say that I do clickbait, which is untrue. How I define clickbait is you create a thumbnail getting people to watch, and when they watch it, the topic of that thumbnail is not in the video at all. That is called clickbait. Okay, so a clickbait, a classic example could be some beautiful woman wearing a thong, bent over in the woods, putting a tent up. You look at it and it's got like 3 million views. You watch that video, yes, I have, just to see, and there is no picture of that at all. That is clickbait, and that is not what I do. Every single time I do a video, YouTube recommends to all of us content creators, when it comes to thumbnails, you're trying to get as much attention as you possibly can, but whatever the thumbnail describes must be in the content, which is what I've done. So any of the naysayers say I'm doing clickbait, no, it's not. We're in a highly competitive market, as it were. There's lots of competition out there, and if you don't make your thumbnail stand out, no one is going to watch it. YouTube won't promote it, it won't get any views, and you're just going to dwindle in the bottom of the pile, where all of your hard-earned efforts in researching the video, getting the right kit and equipment prepared for that video, expending a lot of money on microphones and stuff like that, example. Then you go to location, then you film the video, then you come back home, then you edit the video, which could take forever. Then you upload it and you've got to go through the whole big dance routine of getting it actually onto YouTube. And then you have to deal with the comments, the messages as well. It's a lot of time, a lot of hard effort, and for very little in return, especially financial. And I'm another believer in quality over quantity, because lots of people who have supported me over the years have stayed true, have stayed with me, and you guys know who you are, and I can't thank you guys enough. And if people who share these videos as well really helps. Okay, I've done it to lots of my friends and people that I know on YouTube. I watch a video and it's someone I really respect and appreciate. I literally just copy that video and I just share them through lots of people that I know to get them to watch it. That really helps. And if you can, I'm not asking you to, but if you can help in some financial way, there is links below this video so you can donate. And anything genuinely is really appreciated. I'm hoping, like I said, once this website is up, once it's running, once I spend a lot of time learning how to run it, how to update it, which is going to be a nightmare, hopefully things will come good. But until then, I should imagine most of this year is going to be a struggle. So anyone who's found this video, I hope it's helped, and I hope it's encouraged and inspired you, and try and learn from my mistakes. If you think you're going to make an honest living on YouTube promoting lots of positive stuff, think again, because it will not be promoted and people won't get to see it. It is what it is, but maybe there's a way that we can sneak things into there to get out a positive message. I always try my best to make sure that there's a positive message in all of my videos. So I need to really think about how I can continue to do that whilst having big views and some sort of money for us to pay the bills and live on. So hope I'm helping people. That's my core belief. I've always stood by that, and I always will be. I'm here to help as many people as possible. That's it. And I'm here to learn and share my mistakes. I don't know if you can hear the aeroplanes darting around here, but there is a lot going on up in the mountains. Whoa, look at that. Blimey, did you know what it said on the side of that plane? GCHQ. Oh God, right. You guys take care. Thanks for watching and stay funky.